GOGOKID reviews time. It's 2021. Are you considering applying to GOGOKID, but you're not sure if it's worth it or if it's the right fit for you? I've been teaching for GOGOKID for the past 2.5 years, and I have the lowdown on everything that you want to know, including how to snag the latest $100 new teacher bonus. Today I'm going to share with you GOGOKID pros and cons, requirements, general tips, and how to get the latest bonus. You'll have a clear understanding of if it's the right fit for you and some really helpful tips to ensure that you get the job from someone who's helped hundreds of applicants. Does that sound good to you? Let's get started. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Danie, and I'm an online teacher and an entrepreneur. I help people build lives of freedom through teaching online and also building scalable brands on YouTube. Now, let's dive into my GOGOKID review. I'm going to take you to my blog so we can go through all of it together. All right, so here we are at my website. I'm going to break this all down and give you little tips in between as I go through it. If you'd like to check this out, I have a link to it above or down below as well. To get started, I want to cover what you most want to know is it still worth it to apply to GOGOKID in 21? Now, like I said, I've been teaching with GOGOKID for the past 2.5 years, and I've seen it go through a lot of different changes and the growing pains that seem to come with most all online ESL companies. And I can definitely say that it is still worth it. If you are an experienced online teacher, it's a good fit. You've never taught English online before, it's an awesome fit for you too. And I'm going to go over the pros and cons of why that is. So they are definitely on a hiring boost right now. They need more teachers, and that's one of the reasons why I definitely think it's still worth it in 2021. They're having this $100 incentive because they have an influx of students, which is a good thing for you because it means more potential to get bookings right away. So let's go over some GOGOKID pros. And the first pro is that they make all of the ESL curriculum for you. The curriculum also rocks. I love the curriculum. It's very engaging, and I can show up to class only a few minutes before, make sure I know all the slides, and I'm good to go. It's wonderful. Also, it is great for those who have never taught English online and for also experienced teachers. So for me, I had taught English online already before with a company called VIPKid, and I wasn't making that good of a base rate pay, and then I found GOGOKID, and the two work together really well. But I've also helped loads of teachers who have never taught online before get the job with GOGOKID. So even if you've not done it before, it's still a good fit for you, especially because the curriculum already comes pre-made. Another thing I love is that classes are one-on-one and just 25 minutes long. They're short and sweet, and you get to have that one-on-one time with the student. It's not overwhelming with multiple kids in one class. Next, I think my favorite pro with GOGOKID is that you can set your schedule for however many hours that you want, or however many or little. That's a lot of flexibility there, and I need flexibility in my life, especially as someone who's running other businesses. Having an online gig that's super flexible is so worth it to me. It adds more stability into my life, and if I ever need that backup money, it's there. The next pro is that they now pay bi-monthly, and it goes directly to your PayPal account or to a bank account. I personally make about $23 an hour. You can make anywhere from $14 to $25 an hour. And if you want a full breakdown of the GOGOKID pay, check out this video that I have here. I'm going to provide it up here and down below. This video goes really deep. It took me a lot of time to make, so definitely check it out if you're trying to understand GOGOKID's pay structure more in depth, because it can be a little bit confusing. Now let's talk about the GOGOKID's cons. Is it worth it? So the first con is that you do have to build up bookings. Of course, I said that they're on this hiring boost because they have more students, so bookings are generally higher, I've seen from my referrals, but that doesn't mean you're going to get booked right off the bat and have a full schedule. You definitely need to build it up if you are trying to make this a full-time gig. Again, I thought that this could be seen as a plus though, because they don't book for you, you really have that flexibility. There's no minimum or maximum hours, and like I could decide to teach 20 hours one week and then the next week too. So that's always a plus in my mind. Another con though is that hours are in Beijing time. So that means super early mornings if you are in the States or in Canada. I also know that this can be helpful for some applicants who are stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads, and so you're able to get in those hours and make that money before your kids get up in the morning. For me, I'm on Pacific Standard Time, so that's super early in the morning teaching for me. So I actually normally only teach on Fridays and Saturday nights for GOGOKIDs, and then I have my coaching and other business throughout the week. Another con is that it isn't scalable like other businesses I recommend starting, but it is stable income. I used GOGOKID to help fund my other online business ventures, because as you build it up, it becomes something that you can really rely on more, as you have those regular students. So I love it for that reason, but just know that that base rate pay isn't very scalable. And going along with that, it is sometimes hard to get a raise with GOGOKID, but it is possible. I've seen teachers do it who can teach more full time. So those are the pros and the cons. I definitely think that the pros outweigh the cons just because it is so flexible. You can do it from anywhere. The classes are one-on-one. The curriculum is amazing. So I definitely think it's a great fit for anyone who really is looking for these things in their life. And let's get into the requirements. And before I do that, I just want to say if you do want to get direct and free GOGOKID hiring help from me, you can do that by either signing up with my referral link, which I have linked above or down below, or if you've already started the application, that's totally fine. You can add on a referral as you go if you don't have one yet. I highly recommend, even if you don't think that you and I are a great fit, no worries, find somebody else's personality that you connect with, and that will be someone that kind of holds your hand and can help you through the process. I give all my referrals cutouts and I review their demos. So it is really helpful and free support. And then all transparency, GOGOKID pays us a referral fee for our time for helping people do that, but it's totally free for you. So really take advantage and find yourself a referral. Okay, so what are the requirements to apply to GOGOKID? Well, here they are. You can read them all right here. You must be eligible to work in the US or Canada without a visa. You have to have a bachelor's degree, but it could be in anything. It doesn't have to be in teaching. You must have some experience working with kids, and that could be formal or informal. It could even be like babysitting. And you do need an ESL certification. So that is a TESOL, or CELTA. And if you need a really quick and inexpensive TESOL certification, I have a discounted link to one that is only $19 from the International Open Academy. This TESOL is so quick. It's supposed to be 120 hours. I finished it in like a day. So anyway, if you need a great TESOL that will be accepted by GOGOKID, then this is the one to use. This is a referral link. It's no extra cost to you. You get the deal, and the discount is applied at checkout. So if you don't see it right away, you have to get to the checkout. If you don't want to use my code, you may be able to even find it on Groupon. You'll just have to give it a look. So now let's transition into the 2021 GOGOKID hiring process. Now, definitely check out this video because I go through every single slide of your interview. I have had people comment on there like, I got the job because I watched this video in full. So I spent a lot of time on that. That would be really, really helpful for you. Go over it and be sure to watch that. The GOGOKID hiring process is quicker than ever right now. This may look like a lot, but it's not. You should be able to get it done, they say, in 5 days. So what you'll first need to do is just sign up and fill out your basic info. And it should only take you maybe 10 minutes. It's automatically going to accept or reject you depending on if you meet those requirements that we just talked about. Then you'll complete the 15-minute GOGOKID recorded demo. So the actual demo is only 10 minutes, but you'll spend a few minutes talking about yourself and introducing yourself. And again, I give you the details on how to do that in this video. The next thing is once you get the job, you'll do an orientation quiz, and that can be a little confusing, but they fixed it. So I think it should be really easy to do now. It won't take you long at all. But if you have any questions, you can always email me at Danie@HeyDanieJ.com. Next, you will want to submit your paperwork. So you have to make sure at this point you have your ESL certification and your diploma and a copy of your ID or passport. And then after that, you can sign the agreement and yes, you're a GOGOKID teacher, and you can open hours. Again, like I said, bookings have been pretty high for my new referrals. So they're doing this boost because they need more teachers. So something good to know, the sooner you can get through this, the faster you can start getting the cutest students of all time. Also, if you're wondering, like, what do I need for my GOGOKID classroom? You do not need a lot. Don't invest in crazy amounts of stuff. I've got this GOGOKID Classroom Essentials you can click on and read, or you can search Hey Danie J Classroom Essentials and read it there of what I use in my classroom. I believe you do not need a lot to be an amazing teacher. Now let's get into the part of this GOGOKID review that you really want to know, and that's the GOGOKID $100 new teacher bonus. GOGOKID has stated that booking rates are increasing and we continue to see success with our new trial classes. This is a great time to get started with GOGOKID. So they have said that new teachers can qualify to earn $100 for signing their contract before March 31st, Beijing, and teaching with them. So they say that you need at least 5 days to complete the application process. So let's go into what are the requirements. So keeping in mind that you need to have at least 5 days before this month ends. Now, quick note though, if you signed your contract last month in February, you can still qualify, but you need to click in this blog post, click there so you can read more about the requirements. I'm gonna go over the requirements for this month, March. So the requirements for the GOGOKID bonus are that you need to sign a teacher agreement between March 1st and March 31st, Beijing time. Again, keeping in mind that it's going to take you those 5 days to complete the application process. Then after that, you need to open a minimum of 60 peak class times. So that's between 7, 7:30, 8, and 8:30 p.m. Beijing time. So those are those 4 slots right there. You need to open those at least 72 hours before each class start time, and then you have to leave them open until they're either booked or expired within 30 days after you sign the teacher agreement. So you need to open up these 60 classes and then leave them open. Whether they book or not, just leave them open. So even if they don't book, that's okay. And remember, if you don't pick the last minute booking option, which is not required of you, then that class cannot be booked within 24 hours. So you won't be startled or miss a booking if you don't check that it is available for last minute booking, which again, you aren't required to do. And then you need to complete at least 2 classes with an as scheduled finish type within 30 days after you sign the teacher agreement. So you have to open all these hours, and a lot of them may book, but you only need 2 of them to book. But again, you have to keep them all open. You will be disqualified from this bonus if you have a teacher no-show, cancellation, teacher cancellation 2 hour, teacher cancellation 24, teacher IT issue, or you get a 1 to 3 star review. That will disqualify you from getting the incentive. If you meet all these requirements, then you will receive the bonus, and they said that the bonus will be paid to you in your next month's payment on or before March 15th, 2021. Now, if you have any questions about the GOGOKID application process, please let me know. You can send me an email, or if you sign up with my referral link, I will send you an email with a demo lesson breakdown and cutouts that you can use and other really helpful pointers to help ensure that you get the job. If this was helpful for you, it is really helpful for me if you can give it a thumbs up and shoot me a little comment. Maybe you want to know where I got this fancy shirt. Okay, all right. I hope that you have an amazing day. Best of luck on the GOGOKID application process, and happy teaching.